15 medical examiners in Boston. I get you.
Come on, Seeley. You know you want me so bad you could cry. What do we got?
I ran the plates. Car belongs to a Laura Bennett.
I've been here a while. When was she reported missing?
She wasn't. Hiker found the car.
No body?
Plenty of blood, though.
No corpse, no sign of foul play. Why are we here?
Passenger side. One bullet. I'd say 38. Buckets of blood. No body, no gun.
I'm supposed to identify this as my friend Sammy.
Look at the clothes. Is that what Sammy was wearing when you shot him?
Can I get him for slander?
Did your guy Sammy have a ring like that?
I'm a businessman. Sammy kept my books.
You're a thug and Sammy ran your prostitution operation. Do you recognize the ring?
Yeah, I gave it to him. For luck. But I guess it didn't work.
This is Hoyt.
This time I want that bastard.
Okay, can I get that address?
15 bodies in 20 years. Cops, rivals, witnesses, men, women, and children. You don't want them any worse than I do.
Good.
Lacey.
All right. Got another case.
This is important, Garrett.
Might as well get a field kit and meet me at the elevators. I know that. I'm on it.
Kristen Bishop, 35. No signs of forced entry. Back door was unlocked.
We found the body.
Anonymous tip. Shots fired. Roll them up to Missy.
Okay, we've got one shot to the head, at least 3 to the chest. Husband.
Name on the mail is Henry Bishop. We're trying to find him.
Hey, you can't go in there. Kristen? Hey, come here. Patrick. Hey, Patrick. Patrick. Patrick!
Mom.
I don't see anything wrong, Mr. Bishop. You should have your doctor take a look at him just to be sure.
I'm sorry. I need to ask you some questions.
My name is Henry Bishop. I'm a speech pathologist. I work at Mercy General.
Were you there this morning?
Yes.
Any idea who could have done this? Either your wife let the killer in, or he had a key. Mr. Bishop.
I have nothing else to say.
You're not going to cooperate. And could you swab him?
He touched me, so he's contaminated regardless. Test him for GSR.
Yeah.
What kind of person suddenly disappears from her regular life and nobody even notices that she's gone?
Yeah, what kind of person shoots you and then runs off with your body?
Somebody who doesn't want us to find it.
Yeah, well, whatever happened, we need to figure out when.
Car's been here at least since before these leaves fell.
It's very scientific. And a 3-month window is not very helpful.
You guys find anything?
14 used condoms, 1 pair of flip-flops, and a rotting bear carcass. Oh, and drag marks. Makes me afraid to drag something up the slope.
Any blood?
Not yet. May not. There's been a lot of precipitation since October.
Yeah, we got a hit. The set of prints on the driver's door. Roger Carruthers. Lives 7/10 of a mile from here.
Laura's dead.
When did you see her last?
What, Andrea? 5 or 6 weeks ago?
The 8th of November. Is that when she...
Yeah, that's the assumption. Did you know her well?
Why are your fingerprints on her driver's door?
When she left here that night, I saw her to her car.
You want to know who had motive? Laura's sister was killed 5 years ago by her husband. I interviewed both of them in depth. Laura and her self-justifying brother-in-law.
Why?
I'm making a documentary about domestic violence.
The police were called out to your house 6 times during your marriage. I'd assume that you would have all...
That's Bill Patterson.
More like
I was the ME on the case. I testified at his trial.
Jenny knew how to push my buttons. And, she wouldn't stop. She'd just keep at it.
So it's your wife's fault that you got violent.
Oh, he's a pig.
Well, he got acquitted?
No, hung jury. Charges were never refiled. Do you have any footage of Laura?
I spoke with Laura Bennett, Jennifer's sister, who after 5 years is still trying to come to terms with her sister's death.
There are these markers. And the police told me my sister was dead. When the jury couldn't reach a verdict. When the DA's office said they wouldn't retry Bill.
What do you mean, markers?
Those moments that overshadow everything in between. Sometimes I can't even remember the in-between.
One of us is in a big hurry. What's yours?
Oh, observing an interview. God, what is yours?
Tracing a whiff of corruption. Not involving your friend, Detective Hoyt.
Well, this time try to get your facts straight.
I got my facts straight last time. What were we arguing about this?
Guys, I just really hate your job.
Because it gets in the way of you protecting your friends.
I'm late. Brenda, hi.
We couldn't get this guy in his wife's murder, but we'd sure love another crack at him. Did he kill his sister-in-law, too?
I didn't kill Laura. I haven't even seen her since my trial.
You want a gun?
No. But Laura did.
But you haven't seen her, so how would you know that?
She bought it for my wife. I made Jenny give it back.
Where were you on the night of November 8th?
County jail.
Why doesn't that surprise me? You want to tell me what happened?
Marty, it's Jeffrey. Check this name for me. William Patterson. Was he in county lockup on November 8th?
Well,
yeah, I'll hold.
Neighbor called the cops about a fight I was having with my girlfriend. Cops wouldn't listen, and they took me in.
Oh, please, they don't arrest unless there's signs of injury.
We don't arrest on a domestic beef unless there are visible injuries.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Misdemeanor domestic.
Well, never touched her.
2 black guys and a cracked rib. She bails them out and refuses to press charges. You know, there are lots of nice guys.
All right. Mr. Patterson, you're free to go. You almost got me convicted.
Yeah, well, I sure as hell tried. When I autopsied your wife, I found 2 cracked ribs, a broken arm, fractured wrist.
Cow was really clumsy.
What did you do to Laura Bennett?
I didn't do anything to that bitch.
You had a jury of morons. Next time you won't be so lucky.
It's a nice interview technique.
Well, he's got an alibi.
No, we don't know who's the 8th.
There's no we here. You do your job, and I do mine.
Dr. Kavanaugh?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
It's about Miss Lebowski.
Lily?
Well, I mean, she's very, well, anyway, what I mean, is she seeing anyone, or,
What?
not the right time?
You're not the right person.
Well, who should I ask?
My father was a doctor. His patients thought he was a saint. He was a monster. And Jenny married someone just like him. Jenny always lied about it, even to me. It was always, oh, I ran into a door, or, oh, I fell off a ladder. Jenny was a terrible liar.
Jenny was incredibly clumsy.
911 operator. Please help me! Somebody! He's gonna kill me! Please help me! Ma'am? Are you there, ma'am? Ma'am?
How many gunshots total?
5. It's a bit of overkill.
Well?
Leaning on us isn't going to make it go any faster, Renee.
My investigators think they found a witness who's afraid to talk. I just need enough to arrest McCord, get him off the streets while we work on him. Give me something.
I'll give you what I find.
What a job you have.
Hey, guys.
Henry Bishop's alibi hold up?
He clocked in at the hospital, but no one can say he was there continuously.
Dr. Macy, no gunshot residue on her husband.
Could have scrubbed it off.
Nigel.
What is it? Some bit of plastic.
CSU didn't find anything to match that?
No.
Take it back to Bishop's apartment and see if you can find the rest of it.
I'm not seeing anything broken.
Me neither. Could it be part of a phone?
Yeah, I guess why?
There's a jack here, a phone book on the desk, but no phone.
That's odd. I thought I saw something in there.
Is that what I think it is?
Someone's listening, you know.
I don't give a damn. You know what this means? Whoever is on the other end of that heard the murder, maybe even did the murder, and they probably got it on tape.
So do we. That's a PRD 6000. There's a 5 gigabyte backup file in it.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Yeah. We can hear it too.
You hear that? We're coming after you.
Hey, Bishop's house is wired. Nigel's downloading the backup file.
Puts a whole new spin on things, doesn't it? Who's interested in him and why?
Don't know.
Did you find anything that matched that piece of plastic?
No, but we're pretty sure there's a phone missing from the living room.
Why would you shoot somebody and take their phone?
I found 2 items of overwhelming interest.
Is one of them the murder? Play it.
Henry's not here, but come on in.
So it was someone she knew.
What do you...
She tried to call 911.
He stops her. She hits him with the phone.
The first shot hit the phone and drove that shard of plastic into her scalp.
Never said a word.
Well, why'd he take the phone?
Well, she hit him with it, so it's got his hair, skin, blood, something on it.
So it's somebody who watches forensic files. This isn't getting us anywhere.
But this seems to have been from just a few days ago.
What I told you the other day, it got around. I didn't tell anybody but you, Henry.
Well, I didn't tell you.
I hope not. I'd hate to have to come after you.
Whoever installed the tap heard that threat and did nothing, so now Kristen Bishop's here instead of with her little boy. Can you trace the tap to its source?
Of course I can.
Why did Seeley send us this stuff instead of telling us he was going to search Laura Bennett's house? We could have gone with him.
He didn't want us there.
I so do not like that guy.
Nobody likes him. Look at this.
Hey, do you know what Rosie's is?
No. I am so not doing this. Hey, Jordan.
Yeah?
Laura Bennett bought gas on November 9th.
She was still alive on the 9th. That puts Bill Patterson back in the picture.
Yeah, so to speak. All right, all right.
Dr. Macy.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Brandau. I was looking for, Miss Lebowski, but she doesn't seem to be in her office, and,
Why don't you try reception?
Uh-oh. Whew. I seem to be having a little trouble breathing.
Let's sit down, come on. Take it easy. Are you sick?
Yeah, but that's just a chronic thing. It's not that she, well, you know her. I mean, am I her type?
Why don't you put your head down and just breathe nice, deep, slow breaths.
I'm so sorry.
Sit down. Keep breathing. Nice and easy. Everything's gonna be fine. Here, drink this.
Oh, I actually don't drink very much.
You can't even ask a woman out. Drink up. I'm a doctor.
Please try to understand how hard this is for me. Since my sister's death, I've been locked in a dark place I thought I'd never get out of.
There's no salutation.
Until I met you. You brought me back into the light. I know we were wrong to fall in love because you're married, but I love you so much. Please don't end what we have.
She was seeing some married guy.
And I think I know who it was.
Miss Lebowski.
Jeffrey.
I was looking for you, but you're not in your office, and,
That's because I'm in here.
so you are. Well, I brought you... Narcissus. Narcissus. I had them. I left them,
Have you been drinking?
What? Why would you say that?
I wouldn't use words like what and why if you're trying to hide the smell of booze.
I, have an appointment.
Thought you were tracing it down.
Well, it's not instantaneous, you know. You have to locate the DCS on the land segment, then it has to be traced back through hundreds of miles of broadband wires and routers to figure out where the data's being sent.
You had to ask.
So we thought we'd cull as much information as we could on Henry Bishop.
He is a speech pathologist, like he said, pretty much single-handedly started the child clinic at Mercy General.
Yeah, he works with kids with speech impairments, cleft palates.
We haven't found anything that explains why his house would be bugged.
Maybe we can answer that once the trace is done. Let me know.
I think we can answer that now.
Son of a...
What?
Mrs. Bishop is survived by her sons, Henry Bishop and Thomas McCourt.
They're brothers?
Half-brothers. Different fathers. My people told me you're tracing our wire, so I thought I should check in.
You heard McCourt threaten Bishop and you didn't do one damn thing about it.
I offered protection to him and his family. He said, let me quote, Thomas is my brother. He'd never do anything to hurt us.
Maybe you didn't know what McCourt was capable of, but you did. You do.
There's been nothing in Thomas McCourt's history to indicate he'd go after a family member.
It's on the tape. Got his wife killed, Renee.
You sanctimonious bastard.
Why didn't you just tell me that Bishop was McCourt's brother?
And how exactly would that have helped? One of the reasons we haven't been able to get out ahead of McCourt, there's a leak in my office, your office, the cops.
Does Henry Bishop actually know anything about his brother's operation?
He has information we can use, but he won't talk.
Well, would you? His wife's dead. Is his son next?
You want to rant or you want to help?
Are you sure he knows something?
Yes.
Okay, can you bring him here in about an hour?
Ah, assembling a team for Mission Impossible, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Could I be the guy who wears the masks?
Again with the masks?
Okay, Roger Carruthers. Why did you want me to dig up dirt on him?
One murder, two suspects. Him, I know all about. Carruthers, I don't. Hence the request.
Okay. Roger's your basic loser. He ran 65 yards for a game-winning touchdown 14 years ago. Hasn't done a damn thing since.
Yeah, but they have money. Where'd it come from?
His wife's trust fund. They got married 5 years ago. No children, no liens, no debts, no priors. Is that enough?
Could be motive. Nobody likes to lose a free ride.
So you having it off with the victim?
Well, somebody was. He's the likeliest candidate.
Why?
She didn't get out much. And when she did, it was to visit Carruthers and his wife.
The wife know about it?
Oh, I have no idea. Talk about complicated relationships.
Here are the rest of them.
Thanks.
Nice flowers.
Actually, those are yours. That ADA brought them.
What do you think of him?
I think he's very smooth.
I was starting to like him, but I think he came in drunk in the middle of the day. I don't know.
Lily, I gave him a drink.
Why?
Because he was practically passing out from fear. He wants to ask you out.
I know.
This is number 3, Matty O'Brien. He was 24 when he died. I understand you grew up with Matty. Here's Benny Parker. Found a witness against your brother, and they both ended up dead. There's Esther Wilson, Richard Dobbs. Here's George Brown, David Perello.
Sit down, Mr. Bishop.
This is cruel. I don't need this.
Then help us stop him.
You've had 20 years to stop him, and still there he is.
Let me show you something. Your brother killed all these people, Mr. Bishop, because they knew too much. Or to send a message. Here's the message he sent to you. Look.
Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to make a life for myself? To distance myself from my brother?
Your son was home. Did he watch his mother die, or did he find her in 3 pints of her own blood? You know your brother did this.
Of course I know he did it. Don't you understand? He'll kill my son.
I've been looking for you, Henry. I heard about Kristen. I'm sorry, kid. Could you use some help with the expenses?
We're done, Thomas. You stay away from me. You come near Patrick, I'll kill you.
Stay with him.
Nobody's arresting me? I guess that means I'm free to go.
Who else could it be but Roger Carruthers? His prints are the top ones on her car door, and we only have his word about how they got there.
Wait, so you're saying he killed her to keep his wife from finding out he was stooping her?
It happens.
Yeah, by the way, Bill Patterson flew to Chicago an hour after he got bailed out of jail on the 9th.
Okay, the Phantom Lovers likely are anyway. Look, Laura's body could be buried on Carruthers' property. I'm thinking cadaver dogs.
For which I need a warrant. For which I need more than your hunch that Roger Carruthers is a hound.
We can at least talk to the guy.
Jordan, you want to be a cop? Take the test.
Hey, I got a timeline for Laura Bennett's last months on this earth based on her receipts and records. Laura Bennett's house, Roger Carruthers' house, and this is a gas station she stopped at 11 times in the last 3 months.
Well, where was she going? What's out there?
Pine Grove Cemetery. I looked it up. Her sister's buried there.
Okay, so Laura was going out there to visit her sister's grave. Did you find out what Rosie's is?
This is Rosie's bait shop, Rosie's Fresh Flowers, and this is Rosie's bar. You'll notice it's near the route between the two houses.
So I take it wasn't your husband who was seeing Laura.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Laura was very appealing. People can't help who they're attracted to. For me, it's Lost Waifs.
So Laura was the latest in an ongoing series?
Yeah, I had no idea she would take it so seriously.
Sure you did. Lost waifs are needy people. Needy people take every indication of affection very seriously.
You a psychologist, too?
You didn't think this might be relevant to the investigation?
Well, why would I? I didn't kill her.
What about your husband? Was he jealous?
Well, if you were, he would have left a long time ago. Your detective came out today to talk to Roger, and we gave him permission to search the whole property. Dogs and everything. It's quite an operation. They didn't find anything. There's nothing to find. We didn't kill her.
I concentrated on the area around Bishop's apartment. It's about 2 square blocks. I paid 7 homeless people to go dumpster diving for me.
Whose money did you use?
Yours. This is what we came up with.
So if Mrs. Bishop hit McCourt with the receiver, and if one of these is the right phone...
You're the one who sent me on the wild goose chase.
Where's the piece of plastic? It's a possibility. Got McCourt's DNA on file from the previous cases. Go get it while I swab this, will you?
Sure. Okay, here we go. Well, Dr. Macy, say something.
It's a match. Thomas McCourt's DNA is on this phone. So finally, we finally got the bastard.
I have made a lot of arrests in my day, but this is the big one. This is the big McGilla. Give me some, Dr. Macy. Yeah, yes, that's what I'm talking about. There we go, yeah. Excuse me. This is, wait. What? What do you mean dead?
So it's over. I shot him. It's over.
Where's your son?
In his room, with an officer.
What happened?
Wait. Do you have a lawyer? Don't say anything else until you get one.
It's good advice. Take him to his son's room. He fell forward. He shot him in the back, didn't he?
Is that what happened, Garrett?
It's a .22. Entrance and exit wounds are most likely indistinguishable.
Where are you going? Where I think you're going?
In my professional opinion, that the bullet entered his chest and spun him around so that he fell on his face.
So all Bishop has to do is say that McCourt attacked him.
Which would make it a clear case of self-defense.
I'm with you. But, Garrett, don't ever get self-righteous with me again.
When Jenny died, I wanted to die too. I think I might have killed myself, except I had to make sure Bill didn't get away with it.
Do you think that he intended to kill her?
Bill Patterson should have been convicted. I should have done a better job testifying on the stand.
The only thing that keeps me going is the dream of a delusion that they'll find new evidence and finally convict Bill. But year after year goes by and nobody does anything.
She's right. Nobody does anything. Let's pull her sister's file and go over everything again. I mean, there's been a lot of advances in DNA technology over the last 5 years. Maybe we'll get lucky.
You aren't still suicidal, are you?
Most days, no.
Bug, the slug that we found in Laura Bennett's car, where is it?
Everything's in a case file. Hey, I've pulled Jenny Patterson's file and sent for the evidence that's in storage.
I know what happened. I know where she is.
Sometimes we know, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we give, sometimes we won't. Sometimes we're strong, sometimes we're wrong. Sometimes we cry, sometimes it's bad. When the going gets tough, yeah, we look in the mirror and we want to give up. Sometimes we don't even think we'll try.
Laura.
Sometimes we cry.
My family has a cabin on Lake Powell. I've been staying there.
What happened that night? I drove your car off the road.
You know about?
You and Andrea?
I thought she loved me. When she broke it off, she was finished interviewing me.
You felt used?
Yes. I went out to her house. I begged. I cried. I was pathetic. There's an attractive quality. Anyway, I went home and I tried to write her a letter. But I couldn't finish it, so the next day I drove out to Andrea's. but I didn't go in. What was the point? On the way back, I ran off the road. I decided to kill myself. I had a gun. I pulled the trigger. I couldn't do it. And jerked the gun away. I guess I didn't really want to die. It grazed my head. But a lot of blood comes from a graze. So that didn't work out for me either. I came back here to try to put the pieces back together.
I'm gonna have to take you back. People think you're dead. And we thought your brother-in-law had killed you.
Since I've been out at the cabin, I figured out how to know when you're really loved. It's when you see yourself reflected, really reflected in the other person's eyes, and you know it's the same for them. Jenny's the only person I've ever had that with. I don't want to go back.
Ever?
Not yet.
I figured out what you were doing with the slugs.
Okay.
You simulated a kill shot and compared the flattening pattern with the slug from the car, and they didn't match. So, she's still alive?
I don't know. I couldn't find her.
Too bad. But I do have something else to show you. This is the blouse that Jenny Patterson was wearing when she died. These 5 marked areas.
Bill Patterson's skin cells.
Heavily concentrated in those 5 places. Yeah. That's how you push someone down the stairs.
So the son of a kicked his wife around for years and then finally killed her. Gotcha, bastard. Thanks, Bug.
Matt.
Lily. Miss Lebowski.
Are you guys here on a case?
Oh, yeah, Dr. Kavanaugh wanted to see me.
Well, you mean too.
Conclusive evidence on an old case.
Yep, they always say that. They think they're so smart, it's one of the things. Lily?
I just wanted to tell you I don't drink.
Apparently you do.
Well, special occasions, Miss Lebowski. A promotion or the high holidays.
If you call me Ms. Lebowski, I'm going to have to call you Mr. Brandau. Is that how you want it?
Well, I mean...
Thank you for the flowers.
You're welcome. Do you want to, do you like flowers?
Where did you find paper whites in January?
Well, there's, maybe we could,
Jeffrey, would you like to have dinner with me? Now.
Hey, Patterson. Glad to see you got your prison haircut. Garrett, I haven't seen you around much these last couple days.
You want to have a taste?
No, thanks. I'm out of here. Aren't you on duty till 10?
You have a nice night.
The Westfall Special Reserve, the 94. I had to fight off 3 burly enophiles to get this. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just don't really know if I'm quite in the mood for booze, though.
This is not booze, Kavanaugh. This is the elixir of the gods.
Could you do me a favor, JD? Look into my eyes. What do you see?
Is this where I'm supposed to say, limpid pools so inviting, I want to dive right in and drown?
I'm serious.
I see a pair of darkly beautiful eyes belonging to a woman who really wants half this bottle of wine. What do you want me to say?
Always just a question.
With you, it's never just a question. There's always something behind it, under it, over it. I failed the test, didn't I?